Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome. My name is Funky, and today we're playing some Doki Doki, the best ending mod, which is not really what the mod is called, but the mod creator didn't put a name for it, except for 1.1.0 parentheses M closed parentheses. What a fancy name. Anyway, so yeah, what this mod is about is it plays just like the normal game. And it seems like it doesn't have a mod to it, but it really does. I don't know how, but you guys will check it out with me, hopefully. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and leave a like at the end of the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And Twitter is open for those who want to DM me, to talk to me about anything they want, or to ask me questions, or, you know, just to do anything in general, okay? Anyways, Monarch says, hi again, Funky. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Funky. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Man, I'm about to body you, Natsuki, with my Coca-Cola, bro. Hold on. Alright, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, but in the brand new day mod, she said, manga is literature. I like that one. Don't worry, guys. Funky always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Yeah, I remember that. I was there. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, don't worry, Yuri. You're still best girl. You never fail to amaze me for some reason. Look at those nice eyes she has. I love her. How come? You and Funky can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's nothing, really. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. Yo, Yuri doesn't need to feel bad about anything. Anything from her is a nice present. Anything, a nice gesture, yeah, whatever, man, you know. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. That's what I was trying to say. Wow, I'm so good. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I'm gonna make a big deal out of it. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know... You know what? Smash? Discuss it if you want it. Oh, really? Thought you wanted to smash. I pull out my cologne and everything, bro. I'm like, come to the screen, baby. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. You see, it just feels like the actual game without the mod. And that feels nice, yo. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related like by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we can't come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Cupcake! Baby! Oh yeah, I love me some cupcake, babe. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Huh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? The cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I just kicked over my bottle. Teardrops. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! I should have known that was gonna happen, man. Ah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my freaking vision. What the freaking heck, man? I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, I'm not actually sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say it so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. Well, what about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meanie, and you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. I could be your boyfriend. No, I'm just playing. Don't you dare say nothing about that. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'm starting to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Get my take it done, yeah, boy. I'm trying to smash already, bro. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs get bigger again. Don't mind if I squeak, titty boy. Don't say that out loud. Yeah, I really should edit that out because I got people from my church who's now gonna watch my videos, right? If they hear me say any other stuff that you just heard me say, I was being possessed, okay? Baptized. There we go. I'm off the hook. Look at me. Off the hook, fam. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take better care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's true. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. That's a tongue twist out of them. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Yeah. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Funky, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tries to wait to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. Yeah, boy, I remember everything, boy. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper, loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alrighty then, let's start with waifu, Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Okay, that's cool. See what you gotta say. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so is that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. It's okay, it's okay. Waifus can raise their voice at me. Just not too raiseful, you know? I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Ain't nobody ask you for all that, fam. Like, really. I know you my wife and everything, but yo, you're not gonna get away with criticizing my writing, you son of a beep. Yeah, I censored it out. Like the video. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are ruined. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback, and I didn't even get to say anything back to you. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Okay, let me get my voice ready, alright? My voice is not that good for this. Did you guys hear that big gulp? I didn't mean to do that. Yuri smiles grimly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. I can't read that. Calm, breathing air of the... Oh. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. And what else you do? What do you mean by you flicker back? Huh? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's not that. I just couldn't read, you know? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Write some shit, boy. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah. That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Good thing you didn't do it for this one. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Funky. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it once, after all. Can I really read? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. lingering in her past remaining place of comfort, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Huh. Reminds me of me a little bit, you know? I like to linger, well, I'm not gonna go deep inside, but I'm actually just gonna tell you this for the sake of the video, cause I know you guys like when I say my thoughts, you know, y'all like it uncut, like me. That was a tasteless joke. Forgot what I was about to say. Let's go, man. Come on, Yuri, stop talking again, and soon to be left with nothing. Okay, reminds me of a recent event. You know, Yuri knows what happened. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Hey, that means a lot to me. Alright, let's go to Sayori. See what this woman has to say. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Funky! Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, you're clueless about your own body, aren't you? Your own mind process. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a funky poem. Yeah. And that makes it feel extra special. The end. I can feel your feelings in it. I can feel you. Wait. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Oh, I feel my feelings being squeezed. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. I'm right here though. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. He read my mind. Nah, I'm playing. I read his mind. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Funky. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here, trying to smash. Only Yuri, though. I'm only trying to smash Yuri. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Ooh, okay. Can we play PS4, fam? Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Nah, don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. What was I thinking? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I'll look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Just like you can't say I don't know. Like, really? Okay. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Shut up. I'm not being mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah! Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. Especially, yo, wait till you see what she does in Brand New Day. Yeah, Sayori. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Are you sure? Okay, let's see what Natsuki has to say about this. Okay. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Don't be mad because your tits are small. I'm not even gonna edit that out, man. It's whatever, man. She's 18, okay, so she's of age. I can say that, and I'm 16 also. So I'm pretty sure it's okay if you say it to someone who's above, who is elder, or a little bit older, you know. But you can't say it to, you know, someone who's a little bit younger. You know what I'm saying, man? It just didn't evoke any emotions, man. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. I need to keep my channel family friendly too, cause I don't know what's my age demographic. Couldn't even think of the word. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I'll need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. You never know. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Cool. I like this music though, but you gotta stop, fam. Yeah! I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, cause she's mean to me. Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I can flip you out, fix you. So people don't even take my free writing seriously. Oh, I do. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. I don't know what the poem was about, to be honest. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. Oh, that really did hit hard. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the only nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, on to the last thought. Monika. Okay. Well, on to the first thought, I should say. Hi, Funky. Having a great time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, shut up. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for a club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Bye, everyone, of a time. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Funky. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't... excuse me. I'm not really sorry for that. I really am. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. I should edit that out. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, it sounds like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I'm trying to impress Yuri because, you know, I'm trying to smash, you know what I'm saying, bro? I like smashing purple things, man. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Deep inside. Alright. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on a paper and tidy it up later. That goes with YouTube also. Like, even though you might not think it's funny, there are other people out there who has that sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I went with that, but I hope that helps you guys get inspired. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Okay, it came back to me. So sometimes whenever I'm making my intro, I just think it's not good enough, man. It's not good enough because I gotta have that, you know, energetic and calm, you know. But this one, I just said, man, forget it. Whatever happens, happens. If they like it, if not, I see what I do better next time. But yeah. So Monica's tip of the day: don't stay in one place or you might get shot. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice today. Thanks for listening. I had no other choice. Alright, whew! That's everybody. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monaco are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. She looks like, what is this? And she's like, is this girl demonic or something? I don't know, man. Well, as they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Sad. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the languages, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh, I forgot, my name is Funky, because I forgot to put the gun to my head. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. I do that every video. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. You about to get schooled by a mature busty girl. Mind child. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Funky did too. Funky! So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Funky liked my poem too, you know. Yeah! He even told me he was impressed by it. Man, I'm impressed by everything by you, Yuri. Bro, I got a lot of drinks on my desk that I don't even... Natsuki suddenly stands up and the music stopped. Uh-oh. It's about to go ham. Oh. I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Hey, I'm impressed. I love this girl. Huh? Oh! That's not what I meant. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Funky appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You just got bodied. Yeah, there's no coming back. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Funky started showing up. They're still the same to me, man. I mean, not that I've been well, okay, yeah, I'm a guy. It's what I do, fam. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Funky! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? You're using big words, I don't know what they mean. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. That's how Resident Evil gets their puzzle, man. They make their stories convoluted, and guess what? Here we are today, being smart as Alec, you know? Help me explain that to her, Funky. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Funky? Well... how did I even get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Look, I'm sorry, but Yuri, you gonna get to choose. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem. Shut up! I'm talking. Pink-haired bastard. I understand. Yuri. Yeah? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Really, it really wouldn't have happened. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki. I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Yuri clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. I don't. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. I'm offended. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. It's a prank, bro. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Is everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Funky. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, you know, your boobs. I would never do anything so shameful. Why are they lopsided? Is it just... I don't know, man. Whatever. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for me. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Oh, okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Didn't you leave? Thought, Funky? How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Funky! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted to know your opinion. That's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Funky, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Everything's gonna be so much fun. You better hope it will be, cause my name Funky. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, so I guess we're here. Alright, so we're going to try to appeal to Natsuki now because I know she's a little bit pissed off at me, but it'll be alright, okay? Girls will be girls. Alright, anyway, so if you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do, man. Leave a like, leave a sub, leave a share, leave a dislike. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what kind of outro that was, but I love it.